I'm joined by legendary DJ Target from Radio 1 Extra, pioneer of Roll Deep crew.
You're too kind.
We're here today to talk about Pitched Up, the label, the club night, and everything around it.
Yeah.
So let's start off by sort of talking about the label.
Man wanna eat on my flow like bagel, but it's okay, I just might sign you to my label.
We know that you've got 4 producers signed and Bonkers is your first MC. Tell us a little bit about how you sort of went about signing up those artists.
To be honest, like when me and Danny Weed, of course, the night was already running, and we had this situation where we could get this, a label imprint here at Sony, and we wanted to build the Pitched Up brand, and it made sense, having the label that represents kind of what the night was doing, which is pushing new music, pushing that cool, fresh sound, wherever it's from as well. So with the label, we just wanted to go into open-minded and kind of just sign things as and when we felt it kind of grabbed us, or something that we really got pulled towards, or something that we really felt we wanted to get behind. Not necessarily tunes that are all going to be smash hits, not necessarily artists that are in a specific genre or from a specific place. Danny had been developing TC4 already. They're from the Midlands, and they were kind of one of our very early signings. We just liked their potential, their work rate. They had, before we signed them, they had like 100. They'd already sent Danny like 100 instrumentals.
Oh really?
Yeah, we'd started putting them in sessions with writers and other artists, and just you could see their growth, and it just looked like something that we could really get our teeth stuck into.
How I feel when you're gone.
We went over to Amsterdam and spent some time out there and met this whole kind of creative camp that they've got going on. There's just loads of talent over in Amsterdam, and that's how we came across OJ, who's a producer out there. We loved his stuff. It was completely different from anything we'd really heard. Kind of was fusing hip hop and house, and just had a fresh sound to it. And him not being from the UK seemed even more exciting for us, because we know that no one in the UK was making music that sounds like that. Illicit is a house producer. Not I wouldn't say strictly a house producer, but the stuff he's been making recently is kind of down that house tip. Got some real club bangers. We signed a couple of tracks of his. Got some new stuff from Illicit coming up as well.
They don't wanna get to know me, they just want a version 2.0 me.
Hannah V as well, who I know you've met before. Hannah was the keyboard player for Rihanna and Jessie J on all their world tours. And she's like super talented. She was in the studio making music and production, and Felix Howard, who we work with as well at the label, he brought Hannah to the table, and we were like, yeah, this kind of just fits the mould and fits what we kind of see for Pitched Up. So those 4 producers are all under the umbrella.
That's cool with me, we run the block, we on the radio, we on the box, beat up the cops, we got the say so, we run the block.
More recently we signed Bonkers with We Run the Block. We heard that, and it just reminded me of that grime energy that kind of when Roll Deep were coming through, and we're talking like 10 years ago, and seeing him perform it live, you could see it was just that.
Yeah. And
it just felt like a record that we could get involved in and maybe just get a little bit more out of it than it may have done by itself, because it's a big record anyway. But just getting involved and helping to kind of cross the T's, dot the I's, as they say. We think Bonkers is definitely onto something. We've heard some of the next stuff, and his whole vision and his whole movement is something that we want to be involved in. So yeah, exciting. And we're looking at signing more things as we speak now. So yeah, just continuing to try and grow it and keep everything moving.
The night ain't done, the night's still young, it's just started, it's just begun.
Tell us a little bit about what your thoughts were behind starting the club night.
Yeah. Firstly, like, we've been in this game for like goodness knows how long, and I've always shied away from doing nights. Like, people have offered me like, oh, do you want to team up and do a night? And I've been like, no, I don't. I like playing at nights and turning up and DJing to already packed crowds or whatever, but like, having to fill the venue yourself as the promoter, so to speak, like, it was never something that I wanted to do. But then me and Danny were speaking towards the end of 2013, and we were like, why don't we put on just a small night, but we didn't want it to be a replica of any of the other nights that were already running. We didn't want it to be like too much of a showcase vibe. We wanted to have new artists performing, but we didn't want it to be that kind of, I would say, boring, loads of A&Rs talking amongst each other in the crowd type vibe. We said if we're going to start a night, it needs to be like a party vibe. It needs to have new artists and new DJs. We don't mind it being a bit industry, but we definitely want regular punters to want to come down and just have fun. Little Sims headlined the first one.
Yeah.
That was in December 2013. And since then it's just kind of been growing and growing, and the lineups have been consistent every month, we'd like to think, and people just seem to enjoy it now. It's just really busy every month, and people always leave having a good time. It's always got a good mixture of people in there, artists, industry heads, a few in there, regular people who are just out for having a good time and hearing new music. It's almost like exactly how we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And luckily through just probably like just being blessed from above. No, it's just been going really well.
Look into the future, everybody look into the future of me. Let's forget the past and look for the doorway.
We're about to take it around the country and do some bigger events with it. We've got some dates with the O2 Academies around the country.
Oh, okay, yeah, wicked.
First one's going to be in October in Leeds. So
Yep.
we've got the date for that. 2nd of October in Leeds Academy. So that's going to be like 2,000 capacity. So
Okay.
we're going to step things up. Looking to by next year put it in a few festivals and
Yeah.
do some other club bits. Probably going to go and do Fabric and just grow it, as well as keeping the Dalston one, because that feels like it's the home. And
Yeah, that's where it
monthly,
started.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely want to take it around the country, abroad if need be, and yeah, just keep pushing the music and the artists and the
I
DJs.
don't roll around family and that I'm on my own. If you can't see, wipe your eyes and look straight forward.